I think what the pandemic has taught us was the value of the small and medium businesses in our community, on our high street, in terms of the vital role they've played in keeping the country moving during the pandemic, and an invaluable role. And many people have rediscovered their local businesses and the benefit of shopping and buying local, because we do know that when you use a local business and a local entrepreneur, that money is invested straight back into that community, helping the community wealth building that this council is very keen to see occurring locally.
Many people have in their heads a picture of a small business, or indeed, as we call them, micro businesses. It's actually not turning over very much money at all, but the money that they do turn over is considerably more than the young person would be getting on universal credit, for example. Do you think there needs to be some sort of education amongst the general public about actually what a business is?
I think most certainly the case, because as I say, there's a role in this economy for all sorts of businesses, and ultimately even the biggest business in the country had to start somewhere, and it was often with small roots. And we've all heard the story about M&S starting on a couple of market stalls in Leeds Market, haven't we? But everybody starts somewhere. But all businesses have a part to play in this economy, and as I say, if it gets a young person on the first step of the ladder and gives them the self-worth that they are actually contributing and actually able to participate by working for themselves, all well and good, and I think that's what we're about.
Those young people, though, have been overlooked considerably by government in the last year and a bit. They seem to have fallen through the net, no matter how hard they try.
I think so, and I think young people have often been the biggest losers in the entire pandemic, whether that's with their the college course, the direct learning or the university learning cancelled, or their apprenticeships not being offered because people are working from home or working remotely or less able to support people in an outdoor workplace. So we know that young people have suffered, but fortunately there's lots of help out there to help people bounce back, but equally locally to give you the business advice and help you need. And we know that the John Cracknell Bank has actually been giving out loans throughout this period, assisting people to set up and get on their feet and start businesses afresh. So although it's been a very, very worrying time for lots, and it's been an uncertain time for many others, obviously the business of youth enterprise has kept going, and we've been able to offer support and help to lots of people, and that job continues.
I mean, it's a glib phrase, but they are, after all, our future.
They are, and actually they're the entrepreneurs of the future are what will drive this economy forward, and ultimately it's very important to get that inward investment of the Siemenses and the Arcos and the really big businesses that we're proud to have. But ultimately the backbone of the Hull economy will always be the small and medium enterprise businesses and the micro businesses, because they are, in a sense, they'll bring the creativity and the innovation that drives a city like ours forward. Since 2013, we've massively hammered down the gap between the rest of the country and ourselves in terms of unemployment. There remains a skills gap which we're still seeking to close urgently to ensure that our young people and our future workforce in this city have the skills of the future to, in a sense, take the jobs and the opportunities that are coming in this city. So we will continue to invest in our young people, continue to invest in local businesses and entrepreneurs, because they are the future for this city, and they will what will drive it forward into the next generation.